What's going on? It's your boy BR, aka Kai. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very huge moment for R.A.N perspective. We coming back with season 2. This is the season 2 premiere, episode 1, man. And just because of the occasion, I'm pulling up on one of my homies, man. I've known this dude for about 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be headed to the hometown of Wilson. Link up with my boy Dee Ford, man. Tune for a very, very special episode geared around something that means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking about, spoken word, some poetry, literary arts, that type of thing. Y'all know that's really my bag, so I get to get into it with my mans, chop it up with him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully get into some pieces that's, near and dear to us. So stay tuned, enjoy the episode. Yeah. So now I got my guest with me today, Dee Ford. You know what I'm saying? My boy B, I know I seen him on Facebook chefing shit up, you know what I'm saying? Also, he be coming through with the poetry. That shit be right on time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna chop it up with him about how he got into that. You know, so we're gonna share a couple joints with y'all today. And that's gonna be it. Y'all know this episode is really kind of important to me. I've been wanting to do this since last season. But I had to drop it when shit came up. So y'all know the literary art's always been something that's important to me. And to be quite frank, like getting on Facebook and seeing my man put his work out there when I was going through a tough ass time kind of inspired me to get back into my bag, back into that shit too. So that's why I had to come do this shit. I had to come do this season 2 episode 1 premiere with my boy Dee Ford, man. You want to drop your handles, anything like that, let them know where they can find you.
I got some crazy handles, so basketball and on the social media, but Snapchat is neighborhood Ford, Instagram sir.ford. I mean, on my Facebook it's just Dr. Ford the second, man. You know what I'm saying? Representing for the family.
Yeah,
that's all it is too.
So this been my dog. We was just talking about this shit. This been my dog for a minute, man. Like back Boys and Girls Club. You know what I'm saying? So we used to run around as tykes, like you know what I'm saying, little mischief youngins, like you know what I'm saying. That's what we was doing.
G-Unit tank tops.
Boy, you hear me?
G-Unit tank tops.
Boy, and I ain't seen one since then.
Get rich or die trying. Everybody wanted a bulletproof vest.
Everybody had them, man. You know what I'm saying? We was out here running crazy. Hey, look, man, that one, every time I see you, cuz I think about that shit when we was out there. And T.I. had that line from the Memphis Bleak joint where he's I'm a bang your head, nigga, I take your cookies. That shit, man, this nigga ran around saying that shit all damn day, man.
That lived in my head rent free. Rent free.
That shit right there, every time I see you, bro, I'm like, man, that's the one joint, like that's that one memory that come to my mind. Like, Ford always been a fool like that, dog.
Tell me.
So, we just gonna jump straight into it, dog. Like, how'd you get into writing? Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not even just the poetry, but like where you think that interest and that came from?
Oh man, it's crazy. So, like for example, man, I just always like how stuff rhymed, dog. So I always been one of those type of guys with Cat in the Hat. Dr. Seuss things was always like kind of interesting to me. So I just like how rhythm it just played away. So
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it just. And my mom kind of did a little bit here and there, you know what I'm saying? When you listen to music and stuff like that, it kind of gravitates towards you, so. It's kind of like almost instant. Like I started writing poetry in the 2nd grade, so it was just like little simple stuff, like Cat in the Hat type vibe, you know what I'm saying? So.
Little rhyming. I said my daughters is like that was like that too. Like I used to write like stories and shit though. It was never like poetry for me didn't really become an interest until middle school, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like I used to write like all them little them little writing tests and shit like that we used to have to do.
Yeah.
Man, I used to kill them shits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was always like a story writer. You know what I'm saying? And then that kind of took me to doing poetry, and then poetry kind of led me to like experimenting with music and shit like that. Right. So. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing I do like I was telling my homeboy, like I ain't trying to be like no super crazy, like everybody want to be a rapper these days.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no shit. Like for me, it's just like the joy of making that shit, doing that shit, like putting the instrumentation together and doing this and the wordplay and how, you know what I'm saying? So
the wordplay is just crazy. Yeah. You can find something that just it just fits.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's one of the best feelings in the world, just to see like how you could manipulate like the scheme and shit like that.
It
like,
kind of gives you chills a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Like,
it's different. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I definitely feel that, bro.
It's different.
Crazy for real.
So like, what's your like your favorite topics to really write about, or something that's like of significant importance to you to really like go into when you writing that shit?
Man, so it really be women for real, bro. Women is like the blueprint for like all my poetry. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel like that's what it's supposed to be for. Women. It's supposed to make the women feel good about themselves, stuff like that, man. And then you can kind of dedicate it to someone. Not necessarily saying that all my poems be dedicated to certain women, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, shoot, I could be looking at TV and I could see Rihanna on TV or something like that. I could see Carrie Hilson on TV.
Hey,
it's just, you know.
Let me talk about my wife. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But it just be stuff like that, bro. You see beautiful women, bro, and it just gets you inspired, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
crazy. Like, it's kind of the same way for me, man. Like, even when I talk about life, I personify her in a way to like she's a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I'm speaking on my own life or like shit that's happened to me in life, I always personify her as a woman. Like, I think, and to some degree, women just like, man, like women just play a real important role. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of your, like, you know, your moms, whether it's a relationship or it's like your mom, your sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like, these women help mold you into who you are, and especially mold the way you think or handle certain situations with women. You know what I'm saying? These relationships that you cultivate with the ones that are around you immediately. So that shit make a lot of sense, yo. That shit make a lot of sense.
And Love Jones definitely played a big part in me wanting to write poetry. Cause you see how Neil Long was just like, this nigga spit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like being a little kid, seeing how like Lorenz Tate can put metaphors and stuff together like that, bro. It's just like, bro, if he could win her over like that.
Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you, like, words will get you a long way with women too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you say certain things. Like, you know, like some women say it's the way you talk to them. It's the way you say certain things to them. You know what I'm saying? The way you use certain words, shit like that. Like, so I feel like that. Like, you'd be surprised how many women actually like poetry. But you'll never, you know what I'm saying? That and jokes. That, if you a funny motherfucker or you a creative motherfucker, I'm telling you, that's
like
you
a smooth motherfucker.
Yeah, or if you just smooth.
It's just like writing poetry, bro. It make me a smooth individual, bro. Because it's just like when you writing poetry, you gotta think on the fly. So it's just like when I kind of be flirting or being flirtatious, it's just like the wordplay just come out natural, and it's just like when you get the little grin, that's how you know, like,
it's like that. It's like that moment at the end of Coming to America with the sumo.
That's what you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So it's just like it's just a real thing, man. So
it is definitely, man. So who are and I like how you brought up the Love Jones joint too, because like I said, man, I'm all like the arts is my shit in general. But you like a movie buff, so to speak, in some senses, man. Like you know what I'm saying? You really be paying attention to like that and music. You know what I'm saying? I noticed, bro, you got a particular proclivity towards music and movies, yo. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You want to turn me on to Larry June,
so bro, this my thing, bro.
I was like, man, I ain't know who dude was. Like, I had heard about him, but I was like, man, let me go see. I was like, Ford, stay posting this dude. Like, let me go see.
It breaks my heart when I have certain homies. They're like A1 day one homies that I try to put music on to, bro, and they just don't. They're like, nah, it ain't it. It's bro, like it's just cool rap. Like it make you feel good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he might not be putting rhymes together, but it's just like, bro, the stuff he talk about, it make you want to do healthy stuff. It make you want to drink smoothies. It make you want to go work out. It make you want to just do shit for a natural, for a healthier life. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
And dude really like that too, though. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I was like, I listened to a couple of his projects. I was like, dang, dude really smooth like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's my guy, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. So like, who since we talking about Larry June, matter of fact, like who are your influences? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't necessarily gotta be like other poets or nothing like that. I'm pretty sure you got a couple that you like, but just in general, like who influences you, like your creative process too, right?
So it's just like whenever I hear like music from like Wale, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because it's just like how he could put like certain stuff together. It's crazy.
It's wild, yo.
Fab, definitely, for sure. Like,
see, we got. I feel like we got a lot of them in common. I'm gonna let you keep going, but I feel like a lot of them we gonna have in common.
A sleeper that people really don't give his flowers to is Big Crit.
Oh yeah, you been on Crit for a minute, man.
Big Crit is definitely a poet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially that joint where he did on BET, where he was like talking about how police killing us. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? So if you listen to like Big Crit, he got a lot of wordplays and metaphors that he be using and stuff like that. Man. So those guys in particular, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of R&B can take play too, like Summer Walker, R.A.N, SZA.
Come on, bro.
Like when you just hear certain music like that, Erykah Badu, it just puts you in like. It just puts you in a room, it puts you in a space it's just like, alright, bro, I gotta write something cool, you know what I'm saying?
Like, see, I gotta say the same songs, like, bro, definitely Wale. Like that dude, hey, look, man, if you ever see me post a picture and that motherfucker got a caption on it, I guarantee you 10 out of 10 times that caption came from Wale. Like that dude, man, he crazy with it. I don't think he get his just dues either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely Wale. The Fab punchline is stupid. Fab been like that since we was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Since forever, but really, I don't really think he ever had a project where he really like missed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting for that next summertime shootout. Hopefully that bitch be coming around sometime soon.
I think my boy hanging up, man. It's sad to say that, bro. But he still be on features and stuff like that.
Features, but he ain't like his projects like just it ain't getting further and further apart.
Yeah, and my boy ain't getting no younger, man. My boy pushing 50.
Yeah.
He pushing 50.
Yeah.
But
you know.
One
more album won't hurt, bro. You right about that. It's definitely Fab, Wale, Big Sean. I like the way Sean put his shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't really got like a whole lot of tricks in his scheme. This is the way he put that shit together and the way he make the shit he talk about just stick to you. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like definitely, man.
And Outkast too.
Oh yeah.
Outkast, they definitely can fit in that poetry realm too. You know what I'm saying?
Janae, you mentioned SZA and Summer and them.
Definitely
Janae do that shit for me, bro. Like that shit is.
I just feel like it's her beauty.
Even with the way with the way she sing certain things, like you know what I'm saying. The mechanics behind it is just different. Like don't nobody do that shit the way she do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. So you had mentioned earlier, like women being kind of like the focal point of the shit you write. Mm-hmm. Have you ever written or performed a piece specifically for someone? And if you have you ever like let them hear it? Like what was the?
So this is my thing, man. Like if I write a poem for an individual, man, I won't perform it in front of them. I probably send them my audio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I send them the little notes on the iPhone and stuff like that. Yeah. Because it's just like, I mean, I could do it, but it's just like, I'd rather you just have this so you can listen to it all the time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, have I ever really performed in front of somebody? Nah, but it was one time particularly in middle school I wrote a poem. Shout out to Mr. Barnes. He's a principal now in the elementary school. Dude was one of the greatest teachers because he told us our senior year we had to write a poem. We had to write 3 poems. Mm-hmm. One that was meaningful, one that was kind of like going on with the judicial system, something complicated. Mm-hmm. And then you just freestyle the other groups. Like, you can cuss, you can do whatever, you can yada. Like, they were like, this is a safe space, you feel what I'm saying? So I was just like, oh, I got my thing.
Come on,
that last one, I talked about my first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How I went there, you know what I'm saying? She was a pro, this, that, and the third, yada.
Yeah.
And literally, like, you know how at the end of the poetry, that's supposed to be like,
you snapping the feet.
Standing up. Like, I kid you not, bro.
That's when it snapped. It was like,
and it was so good, like, my teacher, he didn't believe me, bro.
Yeah.
he didn't believe I wrote. He didn't believe that I wrote something like that. And I'm just like, here I am, 18 years old, writing something like that.
Yeah. But you know, you always had like you not quiet, but you got a quiet demeanor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I can see somebody being surprised that you got that type of skill in your set. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me on the other hand, I'm loud as hell, motherfucker. I'm reckless, bro. You know, I've been this way my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I've been this way my whole life, bro. I say the craziest shit. So then when I get to doing something like this, or when I get to educating the motherfucker, or I get to talking, and I'm really, they be like, damn, bro.
They ain't know you were like this.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, damn, bro. I never knew you was like yo. Yeah, I had a girl tell me the other day. She was like, you don't have to try to impress me by using so many big words. I was like, this is the way I talk. Right. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not trying to impress you. Like, this is the way I talk, bro. I'm very calculated and tactful with the words that I choose to use when I'm speaking. I've been this way forever. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that on somebody being like, damn, what fool come from with all this?
Like, like, man, he's so quiet, man. But it's just like, man, the pandemic really made me do that, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, this kind of like my scapegoat, not my scapegoat, but my getaway. And I want people to kind of see what my parents see when I be writing poetry, and I let them hear and stuff like that. So I was just like, I might as well just, you know, put it on Facebook, see what happened, and you know, people rock with it.
It's a dope look, bro. Like, it's a dope look. I'm telling you, like, especially during like, because in that moment, I was going through like some real like complicated shit in my personal life. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't doing nothing creative. Like, I wasn't writing. I wasn't making music. I wasn't like doing beats, none of that shit. Bro, I just didn't have the energy for that shit. So like, after I had got like hopped back on, and I seen you doing that shit, I was like, damn. Like, for a second, I was like, man, this nigga ain't the only nigga that can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Being honest and transparent as hell, I was like, man, this nigga ain't the only nigga that can do that shit.
But it feel that way though, because you know don't nobody do it. Don't nobody do it, so it's just like, bro, I'm just about to try, bro. You know
for sure.
Because you know we from Wilson, bro. People think that shit lame.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. People think that shit
lame. But I had a motherfucker tell me the other day. I was like, she was like, where you from? I was like, Wilson. Shit got quiet, bro, like dead ass quiet. And I was like, damn, you don't fuck with Wilson niggas, do you? She was like, nah, not really.
And I'd be like, why?
I'd be like, yo, that's crazy. But she was like, but you don't look like a Wilson nigga. I was like,
I get that too.
Like, what the fuck? You know, I get it. When they say it, I be like, what the fuck Wilson niggas look like? But then I get it. Like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing people and I be like, who is from Wilson?
Yeah, like you can tell, like, boy, you look like you've been to
so you know, you know about Paul, cause you like you know about some Paul, you know what I'm saying?
It used to be big, all that stuff.
Hell yeah, you know, you look like you from Wilson.
Right.
So I get it, but I just like, damn, bro. But you right, like motherfuckers, especially from around here, motherfuckers don't think motherfuckers do shit around here. Like they really think it's like a lame ass tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I was like, damn, like I listened to another one of your joints. I was like, nah, my boy really out here like killing that shit. Like that was like, yo, that shit is crazy. And I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and start back getting into it. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's some shit I missed. Like it just put me back in the space where I'm like, I ain't finna be missing out on shit that I love to do.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Just because shit kind of fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? XYZ. So I was like, yo, let me go ahead and get back in my, like, tap back into my shit, get back in my bag, shit like that. So, like, that I appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying? Sure, and I'm pretty sure that's not even some shit you was even thinking about.
I really won't, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Because, I mean, in all realness, bro, when I write stuff, like, it do be about women, but it's just like me getting, just like releasing.
Shit off your chest.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like releasing, bro. It's like me letting y'all in on a journal that I'm supposed to be keeping secret.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it was one point in time, bro, like, when I was living in Greenville, dog, I had a whole journal full of like stuff that I never even like talked about. I just wrote it and just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Wrote it, just forgot about it. So to this day, I don't know where they're at.
You said it's somewhere around this
You know what I'm saying, bro? But like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I feel you on that shit, man. Like I ain't never performed like for the person I wrote it for. Okay. But I used to do. I was gonna say stand up, cause that's some shit I want to do too. But
sure, bro.
Poetry slams and shit like that. I used to go to like the open mic nights and shit like that and do those. a lot when I lived in Raleigh. Like when I first moved to Raleigh and shit like that. And like I mean, like bro, that feeling of being on the stage in front of, it ain't even gotta be packed. It could be 20, 30 people just out there looking up at you.
Right.
And that's the most nerve-wracking feeling in the world, bro. That's the most nerve-wracking feeling I've ever felt in my life. But to hear them motherfuckers like after you finish that shit and they be like, yo,
yeah. It's like,
bro, this is a whole nother level of like.
It's a high that you trying to catch every time. So,
for sure.
I feel that.
For
But
sure.
I never got on stage before, man. But I've always had people tell me like, "Oh, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it?" I'm just like, man, it got to be the right time for me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, what's the right time?
I don't know. It's just like I guess I just really gotta just get up there and do it.
You gotta go
do
it, man. I'm telling you, and that's how it was. Like my shit, yo, when I went out there and did that shit, bro, it was so impromptu. Like I had went out with some coworkers, man, and my boy was like, yo, you should go up there. I was like, bro, I ain't even got nothing on me to, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, he was like, I think one of my homegirls was out there. She had just came from class. He was like, man, tore the sheet of paper out of the joint, gave me a pen. He was like, bro, I'm finna go put your name on that shit. Like,
that's pressure.
you know what I'm saying?
Big pressure.
Bruh, I probably sat there for like 20 minutes, man. Knocked that shit out, went out there and did that joint, and they was just like, yo, that shit, like the way they received that shit, it was just like, he was like, bro, you just wrote that shit in 20 minutes, and you see how they, he was like, come on, bro, he was like, you could be doing this shit on a regular, like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I probably did that shit maybe 5 or 6 times, bro. And that feeling is the same every time, like it don't change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just progress, like, you know, like you start to get, it just make you want to be more creative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least once you gotta experience that shit, bro. Yeah. So like, so what was like, what would be the general like consensus? Like if you send a shorty like an audio joint and like what be like, what's the response that you looking for? You know, in general, you know, you want good feedback.
Right.
But like, what's like nigga, you be nervous, like you got that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the?
With me, it's just like, man, if I read it to myself a couple times and I get the same chills, I know it's gonna get them the chills as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming from the heart, bro. Like,
for sure.
I'm telling you something about yourself that I wrote in a poem. Like, there's nothing that's gonna be like copied. Something that I've said in a previous poem or whatever. I'm talking about
it's
you
specifically
directly
to you. Exactly.
So that just goes to show you my attention to detail of you is on point.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you that attention to detail. Some of these motherfuckers be scared of that shit. Like, so you be talking about. I remember when you did an episode with the homie Kimmy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On her first season, Kiss Talks. Shout out to Kimmy, by the way, man.
That's good.
Y'all was talking about being nonchalant and shit, and you had mentioned something about just like the way shit be going between yourself and the women you be involved with and shit like that. Like, do you that attention to detail, that shit ever like made somebody like kind of push off? Or like stand off and shit a little bit. I be getting that shit too. Like you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be like, damn, you like, why you pay so much attention? I be like, bro, like, I thought that was
that's the point, right?
Yeah, like,
I
thought that was the point, bro. Like,
so like with me, man, it looks like I really don't be giving a fuck.
Yeah.
But I be paying attention. Like I listen to what you're saying. But it's just, I might give you 1 or 2 word response. Like, oh, okay, all right. And then, you know, I'm like, hell, he probably ain't paying attention to me. And like, boom, a week later, damn, I thought you weren't paying attention. I'm like, see what I'm saying? But it's like, I get that nonchalant approach just because it's just how I move, how I walk, how I talk. It's just like, well, this man don't look like he care about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like.
And then, like I was telling my man, it's like, yo, like that's not even what a nonchalant man. Like, you see, like somebody like you that's really nonchalant. It's not that you don't have feelings or you don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, bro, you're not quick to express that shit.
Right.
And that's what nonchalant really is. It's a lot of people out here that think like nonchalant just mean I don't give a fuck about nothing. I ain't got no feelings, and that ain't what that shit means.
It's just like, say for example, man, like you get in an argument with your old lady or something like that, and she wants you to have a response like boom, 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 boom. But it's just like, if you arguing I'm gonna take a second to
really
reflect and listen to exactly what you said. I might not respond to you within that debacle that we having.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna come back because I thought about it. I'm calm about the situation.
Yeah.
And I'm approaching you how you should have approached me.
Yeah, for sure.
But I get it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You talking out of an emotion, which is cool, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro,
my boy said we finna be doing all this.
You gotta think before you speak, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. You can say some shit and it not come out how you meant it, or you know what I'm saying, didn't mean to say whatever your excuse for it gonna be. But the fact of the matter is, you said it, and you got to be accountable for that shit.
Right.
You can't control how I'm finna choose the process and feel about this shit. If I decide to not speak to you ever again, I got the right to feel like that, and you gonna have to hold that L.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause words are powerful, bro.
Boy, as hell.
It's powerful, cause it's just like, say for example, if I fuss with you back and I say something I didn't mean, I said something just out the moment. I can't take that situation.
You can't take that shit back. Nah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's just like, would you rather me say something that I regret, or would you much rather me just come back to the situation, handle it like how it's supposed to be handled? And then, you know, we can still be in good communication with each other.
And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm glad you said that shit when you're writing. Like when I'm putting some shit together, how I word this is specifically structured to make you think or feel a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So especially like if I do something for someone, and I say, so usually if I write something for somebody, I'm probably gonna write it out twice because I'm keeping it for my project as well, but I also want you to have that shit. So the way that I write this shit out, and especially depending on the person, I'm formulating this shit so that I know you're gonna understand it when you read it. You get what I'm saying? So like the way that you use them words, the way that you put that shit together is motherfucking like, it's important. It's tantamount to the impression that you want that shit to leave. You know what I'm saying? So you think you could do more? Like, do you think you could possibly do more than just like even with the way that you do it on Facebook, like dropping a joint here and there? Do you think you could be more consistent in that? Do you think you would want to do like books or like a live, or like maybe build something around that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So it's just like with me, man. I'm the type of person where, you know, I just randomly pop out on a Wednesday, just boom. I give you a poem right then, and you're like, when the next time you write one? That's what I want. I wanted to kind of build up, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like writing a book, things like that, man, I mean, I've thought about it, but it's just like, that's a lot of work, bro.
It is
a lot of work, you know what I'm saying?
Man. It is a lot of work. You're right about that.
With work comes sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? It's something that you really, really love to do. You should put the time into it and, you know, just grind it out. But I mean, it's worth a try. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I thought about it, but I never really pushed it beyond a thought. You feel what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. One of these days, might get a Dee Ford, a Dee Ford edition.
A cookbook and a cookbook and some poetry. You know what I'm saying?
Got the rhymes and the cookbook ingredients. You know what I'm saying? You know, like,
man. Straight up.
Yeah, man.
I feel you on that, man. I'm working on a joint myself. I've been working on this shit for so long that when I started revising it, I started running across shit from like when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. Shit that I don't even feel the same way about no more. And I started to like revise it and be like, well, you know, I can't change it because this is, in the moment that I wrote this shit, this was a truth. Like this was, you know, something concrete. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's been my thing. Like every time I go back to revise this shit and work on it and make sure I got it right, I be wanting to change some shit. I be wanting to add some shit and stuff like that. And like that shit been making me push it out for forever. But I got like at least I know it's at least 100 at the least of just pieces for this book, and it's just broke up in 3 parts, man. And I just been like, I've been bullshitting with it for real. Every time I sit down with it, I be like, let me go redo this, let me go do that. And in all honesty, that shit probably ready. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dog, I definitely think like some live sessions type shit with D, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it would be smooth, man.
Yeah, that shit'd be dope as hell, man. Hey, boy, I ain't seen you do a cloth talk in a minute.
So it's the thing, bro.
Like,
I feel like everything has its moments. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like at that moment in time, bro, a lot of people were gravitating towards that.
Yeah.
And it was just, I learned from Hot Damn I Rock, dude from YouTube back in the day. He used to just get on YouTube and just go crazy, just talk about whatever he was feeling at the time. So I was like, damn man, like he could do that. I feel like I could do that too. Like, so one random day, I was just like, man, this is how I feel about a certain situation. And people were just like, bro, you need to keep doing this shit. You can probably make some money off this. I'm like, bro, it ain't about the money.
Yeah.
It's just me expressing myself at that point in time. And if y'all agree with it, y'all agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, you need to stop doing stuff for free, man. But it's just like, bro, I'm not, that's the thing. That's the pureness of it. I'm not doing it for money.
Yeah,
I'm just doing
that shit because
I'm just doing it because I like y'all feedback, you know what I'm saying? And I got some shit I gotta get off my chest. You feel what I'm saying? So
every time, man, every time. But go ahead and bring that shit back, man.
I might, bro. I might.
Go ahead and bring that shit back.
It's gonna have to be something a little different though.
You out here, hey man, look, man, don't get out here and sleep and squander your talent, my man.
You know what I'm saying?
Get out here and do that shit, bro.
I feel like I'm a man of many hats for real, bro.
Hey,
like,
I feel
you know what I'm saying? So
my boy out here, you know what I'm saying? Doing wings every week.
Trying different flavors, bro. Like it's crazy, man. Like, I feel like that's a joint that could possibly take off too, bro. But like once again, it's just like, bro, do I really want to be dedicated to that? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
I thought it, man. I'm telling you, I thought about a food truck one time, man. And every time I do some shit, like every time we have like a big occasion at the crib, my folks be like, bro, like, why you not doing a food truck? It's just not what I'm. It's just not what I'm passionate about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the other point I was like, damn, bro, like, is your hobby your passion? Because a lot of people be out here doing shit just to be doing, just because they seen other people do it. They be like, damn, I can do that shit too. And that's not even something that they really passionate about. And then they wonder why it's not working. It's because that shit ain't meant for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like all this shit that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the wings and the poetry and the hooping and shit. I know I see you still be hooping and shit like that.
You trying, bro. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder being 31 years old, bro, versus being 15, 16.
Yeah, hey man, come on, man. Hey, Brian 380, man. He's still hooping. Come on now.
And you see he missed the dunk on the fast break. Hey, bro. Hey,
my boy missed about 3 layups. I said, cool.
It's undefeated, bro. Age is getting older is undefeated, bro. Like you could play basketball as long as you want. You can do whatever you want as long as you want. But at the end of the day, you're gonna decline slowly but surely, bro. Yeah. And there's no knock to LeBron because
for sure.
Bro's one of the greatest. I'm just saying he's gonna get older, which he is, 38 years old.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
my boy said, and he trying to hold out till the kids get in there too.
And he probably could, bro. But he just gonna have to decline.
I just can't see, bro. Look, I just can't see Brian being a role player, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
It is.
Like, I was just talking about, this ain't got shit to do with what we talking about, but I was just saying yesterday, like, man, like, Brady should have gave that shit up after that first Super Bowl with Tampa Bay.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, that's just like Ric Flair. Yeah. It's just like Ric Flair, bro. Like, why are you still wrestling, dog? Like, bro, your prime ended when you was like 55.
Yeah.
But bro, like I get what you're trying to do because if you love something, bro, it's hard to
get that shit up.
Like, bro, it's hard. It's really hard for me to let basketball go.
Yeah.
Because that's been my skate. That's been my getaway for the longest. Even if it's just picking up a basketball, just shooting, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but with Ric Flair, bro, it's just like, dog.
Hey, it's time to go.
It's time to go, bro.
You know who I wish still was sitting out there, boy? Fucking Jim Ross, man.
Hey.
That dude is hilarious, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
I never get tired of him. I never get tired of hearing him say, you son of a bitch.
Right.
You son of a bitch. Why, Triple H? You son of a bitch. Why? Tell me why. You son of a bitch. Don't you hit her. Don't you hit her. You cost him.
Damn you down. I don't never get tired of that shit, bro. I don't never get tired of that, man.
It's crazy because kids are never going to be able to experience nothing like that.
They'll never get the experience of motherfucker seeing a goddamn a women's match and being like, Puppies, JR, Puppies, like they'll never get that. Like when that shit was like man, we knew that shit was fake, but it's just like the entertainment was the level of entertainment was still high. Like that shit was still there, bro.
The airwaves were canceled. The
WWE
boy,
so they were canceled the world so bad, man. I just seen a clip earlier where Vince McMahon was like, like all the motherfucking wrestlers was like around the ring and shit, and he was like, if you're not Caucasian, you can leave. Like,
you know what I'm saying, bro?
you know,
like
bro,
stuff like that.
Come on,
like,
bro. Like, you, man,
bro,
that shit would not go.
Being canceled next week, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit would be off the air immediately, man.
Like Rikishi, bro. Rikishi wouldn't, man, bro, putting your ass in somebody's face, bro.
Man, I don't know. This is an ass-eating climate out here, man. That probably shit. That shit probably.
A grown ass man, about 400 pounds, bro.
Yo, that shit probably would be in prime real estate these days. I don't know.
And that was too much for TV back
then. I couldn't believe they was letting him do that shit, bro.
Right.
This man jumped off the second rope and yo, that's crazy. It's wild. But like in a sense though, you kind of want your shit to push the envelope like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like everything I write is really like to push the envelope in some degree, like either myself creatively or for the audience that hear that shit to really think about what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a joint, you gonna hear it in a minute, but it's like, it's so smart.
Right.
It's as intelligent as it is creative. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like those the joints that really make me be like, hey, I fucked that shit up.
Yeah.
Like, I fucked that shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that shit, how do you feel like you push yourself, like those boundaries, or you push that envelope for yourself when you get into these spaces, like
bro, it just randomly happened, bro. Like, for example, I could be at work and like my mind just started going crazy. So I just gotta stop. You know, I gotta grab me a little piece of paper and just remember this part right here, remember this part. And then when I come back to it, when I get home, like, okay, boom. So I can put this with this, like, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? And it just randomly happened, bro. Like, it could be, I could just be, taking the trash out. Boom, something just happened, bro. It's kind of a weird feeling, bro, but it's a beautiful feeling.
That shit just be off the hill. And you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that shit happen to us. I mean, it probably happen to creative types all the time. Yeah. But I know in particular with us, like we are, like we watch the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like it's a little bit more prevalent in people who are that way. You know what I'm saying? People that watch the world, like shit happen to me and I'm not just seeing shit happen to me. Like I'm actually watching the pieces move, like damn, you know what, that's crazy that this happened. Yep. And it's almost like how people say they overthinkers. Mm-hmm. It's almost kind of like that, because sometimes I can see the shit happening while it's happening. Like I'm almost outside of that shit. Like damn, I can't believe this shit is. And that make the writing process, like it makes it a little bit more special, because I can appreciate my own situations from like a third party point of view, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that shit is crazy, bro.
It's definitely crazy, because it definitely feels like an out of body experience. Like,
for sure.
Like when I write the poems I want it to feel like an out of body experience. Like I want to take you on this journey of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like you can close your eyes and just vision what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
That's what I try to go for every single time.
If you feel the way I feel after you hear this shit or after you read this shit, then I have successfully done my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or in some senses, taking a page out of my man Ye book, if you feel polar opposite of how I feel about this shit. If this shit enrages you to a point where you want to argue with me about it, I have also done my job. Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not afraid to cross or step over that line. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to anger people with the shit that I say, or you know what I'm saying? As long as we can be level-headed and go back and forth about this in a civilized manner. I don't care how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? You entitled to your opinion just like I am. So that's the push that I want. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for that. That's what I'm looking for.
All right. You've been on rough ends for quite some time, looking for someone to love you. Jumped off the deep end head first, head over heels with someone that brought you toxicity with good intimacy. Heart blue like products at Tiffany's. Emotions on your sleeve ain't like you. So you be cool on these fools that don't look at your value as beautiful jewels. You made things clear like diamonds in your ears. You're not with the fuck around, so you fuck around and they fuck around and it's all smoke. In your eyes, I see great hope. Pray that love's win for you in the end, whether it comes from a man on bended knee or the self-love you strive to achieve.
Yeah, boy, that's a lot of jewel talking. Though,
You know what I'm saying?
What you say, boy? I said you don't fuck around, so you fuck around, and they fuck around.
You fuck around with the fuck around, and it's all smoke.
It's all smoke, cuz. That's crazy.
I was listening to Meek Mill when I was thinking about that shit,
hey,
bro.
that
So
shit
it's
wild,
just
like, that's boy. So like this joint right here is it's called This Summer Soul. This is a joint I wrote. Matter of fact, it's the first joint I wrote right after I got back into right after I had got back into it. After I was like, yeah, my man's really made me want to get back into my shit. So it's like a little letter to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this summer soul from my past, looking over my shoulder, pulling me in directions I wouldn't normally wander. I was lost for a moment, suffered a loss, no atonement. I was looking for you. I was chasing a ghost. I even waited for you. I was hoping you show. I retraced all of my steps. I fell back on old habits, but I'm not the you I once was. I can see your reaction. You're too broken. I'm cracking. I'm looking me right in the face and couldn't see what was happening. This summer soul from my past, I was relying on you, trying to be who I was. How clever your rules, pulling me in directions I wouldn't normally wonder. I was lost for a moment, but I found me. That's atonement for the summer soul from my past, looking over my shoulder.
See, I flock with a pack of wolves in the state of NC like I'm Julius Hodge. 3 strikes down, leading a pack full of wave runners on this marathon. Influential when I want to be, I just ain't not spoken like your boy Ye. Cole ain't the only born center from the state of NC. A lot of my brothers from the hood be on Demon Town like them devils up at Duke. If you ain't from the Tar Heel state, it's hard to catch this vibe to relate. Tobacco Road rivalry divides a house. Opposite sides love to hate.
Definitely gotta be from NC to fuck with that. Cool. I'm gonna say. I'm about Julius Hodge. That was my man.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas really don't
He was
know
cold.
about Julius Hodge,
He was
bro.
cold.
Like,
That bro was cold, man. That was a cold motherfucker.
yeah.
You know, how just be certain people you want to see their career be different than how that shit turned out.
Bro,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
Julius Hodge was a
like, man,
like,
a dog
what
too.
talking about here, bro. Like,
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Like, I don't be going one way or another.
Yeah.
Like that dude UNC shit. Like I'm a NC State fan.
Right.
If I gotta choose, I'm going with State. But the live in Raleigh and Durham, if you live up there, that Duke and UNC shit is crazy.
Crazy as fuck.
Like I've been in a bar, I've been in multiple bars, packed out, bro. Blue jerseys everywhere. Motherfuckers is like going back and forth with each other, like going crazy over every point, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like that shit in my life. It's so different when you live in that culture, bro. You go to work, you got to see that shit. Everybody walk around, and I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Dog, you had to understand how I felt last year when Duke lost to UNC in the Final Four, bro. Dog, I felt like I was about to be sick.
Yeah.
I felt like I was about to be sick, bro.
Yeah.
We lost to them.
And I be the only nigga out there dressed normal, cause my UConn is my squad.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the team that I'm really fucking with. But like out of you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Our area, I'ma go State all the time. My brother fuck with Wake Forest, so we really don't even like get into the whole Duke UNC shit. But
see, y'all even playing field.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, bro, when that shit happened, I said, damn, bro, I know. I was like, I know for it.
Bro, I was sick, bro. If you really know me, bro, like I was sick, bro. Like I was sitting right there on that couch. I didn't move for like 2 hours, bro. After the game, I didn't move for 2 hours, bro. I literally, and what's even more crazy, bro? Dreamville Fest was literally that Saturday. I did not go to Dreamville Fest because I was like, bro, I'm about to watch this game, bro. This game is more important than Dreamville Fest.
Yeah.
It's more important than, when is the possibility you'll ever see Duke and UNC meet in the Final Four ever again?
Yeah.
How many times would J. Cole do Dreamville Fest?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
exactly.
bro,
Cool,
I'm not, I just said I'll show up Sunday.
Crushed. Look, I seen Duke and UNC was playing. Was it the ACC tournament, man?
Yeah.
This had to be 2000, I want to say 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm.
And we sitting outside, like my whole neighborhood is watching this shit.
Yeah.
So like everybody got like they balconies and shit, they balcony doors open and shit, everybody outside grilling, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do. And somebody hit the power grid up the block, and everybody's shit turned off. And like the last 2-3 minutes of the game, and that shit was close as fuck that year, bro. Like I don't even remember who won that shit, but I know the score was close, and it was like 3 minutes left in the game. And somebody hit the power grid up the block, man. Shut the whole block down. I'm talking about motherfuckers out there cussing. I'm talking about going crazy. Like, they talking about, man, what the fuck going on? Who the fuck? I said, damn, bro.
Losing they shit. I would have lost my shit, bro. Man,
I was like, man, I'm talking about, yo, they was going crazy. They talking about, who got power? Who still got the game? Hey, somebody get it on their phone. Like, they was going crazy.
Bro, like, that shit.
I was like, man.
Like, you really legit got to be from North Carolina.
Yo, you got to be from North Carolina to understand that shit. It's the joint I was talking about earlier. This shit mad intelligent. It's called the sun's flower. To the sunflower I try to nurture. My green thumb was never worth much, unless we consider these premature feelings I was growing or this regret that I'm holding. I like to think of you like bouquet when your petals open. I want to plant seeds of positive affirmation so you glow even when you don't get the light. And you never feel lonely even when you bloom alone. And as life tills the soil that you'll grow through, I look forward to seeing you face the sun until your maturity defines you. And if you ever forget, I'll pour these words like water to remind you. My Helianthus, you shine like the sun you're derived from. I pray you live the life you were designed for. And if you ever desire more, and the embrace of this verse isn't enough, just know that your timing is an end with us. Miss Anguous.
That's what it is, bro. You was walking on that shit.
Like that shit.
You was walking on that shit, bro.
That shit is a cold piece of work.
Just call it what it is.
And I was like, man, I was excited about coming over here and just chopping it up with you like this, bro, because your shit be, man, you talking about I was walking, nigga, you be in this motherfucker, boy, walking in this bitch.
Yeah, bro.
If you do them shit, man, I'd be like, yo, cuz, it was one of them joints, man. I can't remember. I think it was the last one you actually put up, man. I had to go back and find that shit, bro. Bro, when I tell you got down dog walk that bitch, I lived in that bitch about 3-4 times, cuz. I was like, yo, he cutting up on this motherfucker right here.
Bro, it's just like, and when it's just like you get in that zone, bro. It's just, it's just different, bro. Like,
it is.
You just really, you're putting yourself into your body of work, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's
straight
just,
up.
Like, it's what you want it to sound like. So, so me personally, I'll do it 1,000 times if I got to. If I want, if it sound like this on 999, fuck 1,000. I'm going with this one right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah. Yeah.
Because you want to kind of like, whenever I do get on stage, whenever I do it, I want that joint to be like, when I put that one line, they're like,
cool,
that's what I want.
I said,
when you hear that, you're like, oh yeah, people paying attention.
Yeah, like, hey man, this the show tonight. You can file on when you need it, baby. I was like, yo, and my boy talking, what you talking about? You can file, like, boy, come on, man, hey, Jimmy file. So like, hey, come on, man, look, boy, keep up, my boy. Like, like, keep up, my boy.
And that's why a lot of the stuff I do, bro, I be having my subtitles up because you know you get to do your own subtitles. So people be like, oh, okay, like boom, 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 like, so you can follow with me what I'm saying. But you can also see what I'm saying.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. That's how I'm gonna do these shits, man. I'm gonna chop these bitches up, do these shits like that, put the joints on, so folks see what we talking about. That shit cold as hell, dog. You was that North Carolina joint was crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's just
that
like,
North Carolina joint was crazy.
And I think like it was just on some random shit, bro. I was just on Twitter and I seen one of my boys talking about Julius Hodge. And Julius Hodge responded back to him like, "Oh, that's crazy." Yeah, so I was like,
that's all it took.
Like Adidas 3 stripes, like a Julius Hodge, like you know what I'm saying, bro? Like
that shit, that's all it be, man. That's all.
Like, I gotta put my boys in there, and then you know what I'm saying. Out of respect for UNC, it's just like, boom. So rivalries, Tobacco Road, that shit 8 minutes apart. Yeah. So it's like.
That shit just motherfucking, it just came together just like that. It don't take much, bro. When they creative shit, bro. That shit don't take much, man.
Like Michael Jordan, I took it personal, bro. It's small stuff, bro.
He's on Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan be like, and that's when I took it personal. Like, bro, like you mad at this man? He was trying to shoot one way, bro. Like you went and got 40 on this thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, bro?
Hey,
like,
man, you know what's crazy, bro? And I like to think about this. The more I think about Kobe, man, I ain't really start appreciating Kobe till like his last.
Couple years.
6 years in the league, man. When was that? He had that injury where he was out for like a whole year, and then he came back that next year balling.
You talking about Achilles?
Towards the end of his career.
Yeah,
What was that, like the last 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, I think towards Achilles in 2013, I believe. That's when Golden State was kind of like
building up and tracking. Yeah. I ain't start really respecting that man's career until like after that. I was like, damn, bro. And he's still coming out here like getting nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I heard a story, man. One of them reels, I seen a reel or some shit, and somebody was like, he was guarding Kobe, man, and Kobe just kept repeating numbers the whole matchup. Like he just kept repeating numbers to the dude the whole matchup, and he was like, man, that shit did not hit me till like late in the game that this nigga was saying the birthdays of like family members. It was like his birthday, like his mama's birthday. Like, you know, so I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like,
some sick shit,
I
bro.
was like, yo, like that type of shit. I was like, man, you got that. I was like, yo, that's some crazy shit. Like you got to like to snap like that. Like that's how dedicated you are to taking your opponent out the game or like really being on top, that you do some that's some sick psychological work right there, bro.
Shit, bro.
I'm like, that's crazy, but that's how you gotta be out here. Like that's really how you got to, like, especially when there's some shit that's, you know, this shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you got to be. You got to be meticulous like that. That was like Dennis Rodman used to count the spins, stand on the goal and count the spins
that shit
on people shot rotation.
Isaiah Thomas was just like, bro, why are you just under the goal like this? He was just like, bro, I'm just counting the rotation of shots because if it go off this way, if it rotate this way, it's gonna go this way.
Yeah,
like, bro, that's sick.
That's crazy, bro.
Sick,
that's
bro.
crazy. That's damn near maniacal, bro. I'm like, who? Like, but you gotta be like that. You gotta be like that with your craft, man. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that shit, man.
For
You
sure.
respect your craft, bro. That's what you do. You be great at it, for real.
For sure. Hey, man, I definitely appreciate you coming through and putting on like that.
Ain't no thing, bro.
My boy.
Ain't no thing, dog.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for sticking with us with this episode of R.A.N Perspective. I can't even call this episode R.A.N Perspective because my boy came through. I got some cloth talk out him. You know what I'm saying? A cloth talk perspective. That's what we going with. You know what I'm saying? My man came through and flexed real quick one time for the one time, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no thing, bro. Ain't no thing.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.